Hello everyone! Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 16. Let's dive right in today. We are going to start with our sprints. You will have 2 minutes to do as many problems as you can. Remember to work from left to right across the rows, and I did not expect you to finish all of them. Just do as many as you can. You should open your Google Sheets, and if you are learning without being in the live room, have this timer go in the background and wait till you hear stop. Ready? Let's go. Take your mark. Get set. Think. Pencils up, brains on. Go, go, go. Stop. That's time. I will read just the answers. If you got it correct, give a thumbs up to the screen. If you made a mistake, fix it. If we passed where you stopped, write it into study. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 20, 24, 20, 28, 20, 32, 20, 36, 20, 40, 24, 20, 24, 28, 24, 32, 24, 36, 24, 28, 24, 28. We'll stop there. Let's keep moving forward. Great job. Let's count forward and backwards by 3s to 30. Watch me as I change direction. If you're not feeling confident with skip counting yet, you should go to Clever, open up Miss McElvain's page, and open up the multiplication table. You can print this and have this with you to help with skip counting. Let's start. Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Let's count forward and backwards by 3s to 30 and go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Bring it down. 30, 30, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, and 0. Let's keep it going. Now let's count by 2s to 20. Let's wiggle it out. Bring it close. Count by 2s to 20 and go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Bring it down. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. Great job. Switch to whiteboard mode or prepare a pencil. Write down the addition sentence that you see on the whiteboard. Go. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Say the multiplication sentence starting with the number of groups. 2 times 8 equals 18. On your board, draw the tape diagrams with numbers instead of stars. Then label the missing total. Here we see 2 groups of 8 with the unknown as the total. Beneath the diagram, write the multiplication sentence. 2 times 8 equals 16. Great job. Let's do another job reading the tape diagram. Write the addition sentence for the tape diagram. 7 plus 7 plus 7 will equal 21. Now let's say the multiplication sentence, starting with the number of groups. 3 times 7 equals 21. On your boards, let's change the tape diagram to show numbers instead of stars. Label the missing total. We see 3 groups of 7 with the total unknown. Beneath the diagram, write the multiplication sentence. 3 times 7 equals 21. Let's keep moving forward. I'm going to shade or color in the part of the array that shows 5/4. 5 times 4. I'm going to show you a way to show 5 times 4 plus 1 times 4 and then box it. I put a box around one more row of 4, showing 1 times 4. What fact does the boxed array represent? It represents 6 times 4. That's because there are 6 rows of 4 in the entire box. We're going to label the two parts of our array, the first box and then the row underneath. 5 times 4 equals 20, and 1 times 4 equals 40. I'm sorry, 4. Now, let's combine our multiplication sentences to find the total number of dots in our boxed array. 6 times 4 is the same as 5 times 4 plus 1 times 4. Notice the lines underneath. You're going to put the products for 5 times 4 and 1 times 4 underneath those, because when we combine them, that's how we can find 6 times 4. 5 times 4 was 20, and 1 times 4 was 4. That means 20 plus 4. I can think of 6 times 4 as 6 times 4 equals 20 plus 4, which would equal 24. Erase, and let's do another one. I'm going to shade or color the counters to show 5 times 4. Again, this is the same way we started last time. Now I'm going to show us how to box an array that shows 2 times 4. I grouped 2 more groups of 4. What fact does the boxed array represent? It represents 7 times 4. Let's use the pieces of the array to solve 7 times 4. Let's label the two parts of our array, in the first box and then the row underneath. We can use our multiplication facts to label. 5 times 4 is 20, and 2 times 4 is 8. We can combine our multiplication sentences to find the total number of dots in our boxed array. 7 times 4 is the same as 5 times 4 plus 2 times 4. That's another way of saying 7 times 4 is the same as 20 plus 8, so 7 times 4 is 28. Let's do this again before we do something else. Oop, mine's up. Let's shade or color the counters. Again, we're showing 5 times 4. Now I want to find out 5 times 4 plus 4 times 4. So I'm going to box 4 more rows of 4. So it's the entire array now. What fact does the boxed array represent? It will represent 9 times 4. 5 times 4 plus 4 times 4 equals 9 times 4. Let's use the pieces to solve. Let's label the two parts of our array and the box. We can use our multiplication facts to solve. 5 times 4 equals 20, plus 4 times 4, which equals 16. Now we can combine them to solve. 9 times 4 equals 5 times 4 plus 4 times 4. I can take the two products into those lines that match. 9 times 4 equals 20 plus 16. That tells me that 9 times 4 equals 36. What fact did we use to solve all three problems? We used 5 times 4. Why do you think I asked you to solve 5 times 4 each time? Because 5s are super easy to count by. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's one of the first things that we learn to skip count. So if we start with the 5s, it makes it easier to solve hard problems. So we started with 5 times 4 because it equals 20. It's easy to add other numbers to it, just like we did when we were skip counting and starting at 20. So what are 5 6s? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What are 5 8s? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now that you know how to use your 5s, you have a way to solve 7 6s as 5 6s and 2 6s. Let's try it. So again, 7 6s would be the same as 5 6s plus 2 6s. That's another way of saying 30 plus 12. 7 6s equals 42. You can do this again by thinking 7 8s as 5 8s and 2 8s. Let's try it. 5 8s is the same as 40. 2 8s is the same as 16. I could solve a hard problem like 7 8s by thinking 40 plus 16 equals 56. Now let's finish with this last equation. 8 times 4 equals 5 times 4 plus 3 times 4. We know this is true because we broke 8 times 4 into 2 smaller facts to solve it. Here we broke 8 fours into 5 fours and 3 fours to solve. So we can write the equation like 8 fours equals 5 fours plus 3 fours. We can also show this as our first equation. 8 times 4 equals 5 times 4 plus 3 times 4. But 5 times 4 plus 3 times 4 can be written in either way. You could also group the two rows together, or the groups. 5 plus 3 as 4. These equations would be the same. In 5 times 4 and 3 times 4, is the size of the groups the same? They are. 4 represents the size of the groups. 5 times 4 plus 3 times 4 shows how we distribute the groups of 4. Since the size of the groups is the same, we can add the 5 fours and 3 fours to make 8 fours. Now it's time for your problem set. You make sure to move on over to your Google Slides and work for 15 minutes independently on your problem set. If you're starting to feel stuck with the multiplication, use the multiplication table in your Clever page to help you. Next, you will go on Edulastic and submit your ticket. Make sure you work carefully and thoughtfully. The exit tickets are very important for your attendance and grades. Thank you again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.